Hey, 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 it's Leona. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're well and good. Let's get making some art, right? Let's do some art. It's going to be really good. We are going to get ready to do some collage. Oh, yes, we are. Hey, guys, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. So today we are going to do a beautiful collage inspired by a famous collage from the 1930s, but we are going to make it with a difference, with loads more colour. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to show you everything. But first things first, I just want to let you know that I am looking at the chat and looking at everything over here on my laptop. So when I look over here, that's what I'm doing. So you know exactly what's happening. Come in the chat, sign into your YouTube account, sign into your Google account, come chat with me because it makes it so much more fun the more people are chatting. So do that. And I'm going to run through this collage project with you. It's super easy. As you know, we are on the lockdown, so I've tried to do projects with things that you've got around in your house. So I can give you lots and lots of different alternatives. So you can make it along with me. So you can make it along with me now if you want to. Or you can obviously watch it on the replay and make along with me on the replay if you want. So it's very exciting. I'm super excited. So I'm just going to check everything is running okay. It looks good to me. Everything looks really groovy. Yeah. So that's what I'll do from time to time is just look over there. If you come in the room and like you want me to slow down a bit or you want me to speed up a bit, just tell me and I will. Keep me posted with how it's all going for you, because this is my gift to you and I want you to have a good time and a relaxed time and just feel like that you can really connect to yourself and feel relaxed, because obviously we're going through this real kind of tense time right now, and art is the perfect thing to bring you a sense of calm and a sense of clarity. So I hope that you feel like that throughout this stream. I do have a little bit of music on in the background, which is really nice. I hope you can hear it. If you can't hear it, you can always put your own music on. That's really like to keep me going, so I'm like in the groove and in the zone and in the mode. The chat box is over here, so as I scroll down I can see the chat box over there, which is really cool. Yeah, and it looks all like everything is happening, so let me know as you're coming in that you can hear me and you can see me okay and everything is good. And what I'll do is I will transfer over to my overhead camera over here, and then I should appear like in a little box in the corner, and then there's like the overhead so you can see actually what I'm making, which is really groovy. Who says groovy anymore? Right, so I'm going to just check that that's all working all right. I can't quite see. I'm going to wait until the camera's changed so I know that it's all happening, and then I'm going to begin. So let me just make sure that you can see everything brilliantly. Let's have a look. That should all work. Hold on. I just need to make sure that this one is going fine. Bear with me 1 second. I need to check that this camera is working overhead. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it took a little while. I don't know why it took a little while this time. Maybe there's a little bit of a lag, but it's all saying it's all good. So I'm going to begin. I'm going to begin right here, right now. So today what we're doing is we are going to make a collage, and it is inspired by this one. Now, I went to a collage exhibition last year in Edinburgh actually, and it was really amazing, and it went through like the history of collage. And one of the pieces that I saw, or maybe I should get this one out of the way so you can really see, one of the pieces that I saw was this one, and it was by a guy called Julian Trevelyan. I hope I said that right. And he made this piece based on a place called New Haven in the UK in 1938. So it was one of the very first collages that ever existed. Collages that ever existed. And what I love about it so much is the fact, can you see that this is all collage? So it's all been made with like newspaper and kind of found sort of printed material. And obviously back then there wasn't really that much, right? But you can see here the landscapes. It's a landscape. You can see it's a landscape, right? So what you've got is you've got this beautiful kind of newspaper here making up the hills. Now, New Haven is on the South Downs and it's quite sort of hilly there. So this is a very sort of showing you what it was like back then in 1938 in that area of the UK. So you've got all these hills, you've got a building which I think was probably a farmhouse, because you've got kind of like farmhouse animals here. You've got like boats and stuff because it goes out to the sea. And you've got kind of like a sort of a cloudy sky. It doesn't look too bright, does it really? And then there's some kind of greenery here. So what I want to do is make this whole landscape like super, super colourful and interesting and beautiful. So I've done an example, but I'm actually going to do something really different to this one today. But this is my example. So on my example, you can see that I've got clouds here, I've got sea, and I've used text from a magazine. This is all stuff from magazines. So we're going to get into that in a second. Ava, Hector and Mira here. Hi. Hi guys, how you doing? Perfect timing as we're beginning. I'm just going through the concept of the project. Lovely to have you guys here. So this is my interpretation of Julian Trevelyan's New Haven from 1938. And it's basically a landscape. So we're looking at text, so we're using text from like newspapers or magazines for the hills. Then we've got like images of the sea for the sea, and then we've got images of sky and clouds for the sky, right? And then there's also like some flowers, there's some buildings, and then just any kind of like people and animals that you can find. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down so it's like super, super, super simple. We're going to go through each step. We're going to find stuff together. It's going to be super fun. I'm like so excited about this one. I'm so excited. Hi, Jane. How you doing? Yay. Jane's here. Da, 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 da. So yes, we're going to do this collage. I'm going to break it down so it's super, super easy. Yeah, it's based on a guy called Julian Trevelyan's New Haven from 1938, which is one of the first ever collages ever created, which I saw in real life, which is so beautiful. This is my interpretation, but we're gonna go like super amazing with this. We're gonna go like, I want you to kind of think of it like your interpretation. So obviously it's a landscape. This was like based on in the South Downs, New Haven in the UK, but you could do like a beach setting, you could do like a hilly setting, you could do a forest setting, any kind of like landscape you want to do, you can do. So let's have a chat about materials, right? Because that's really going to dictate how you're going to make your landscape, right? So hopefully before this, if you saw my newsletter or posts online, you would have seen that I've said collect every single thing you possibly can, right? Collect whatever you've got in your house. So I've collected some old magazines. So why don't you kind of gather all your materials now? So I've got like some old, I mean, look, these are really old. These are like 2018 gardening magazine. I thought gardening magazines are really great because obviously you can use it for all the like greenery in the foreground. So we're going to get that all together. I've got some travel magazines here, which are really cool. The good thing about travel magazines is that they have loads of cool people and animals. Look, I just turned to that page straight away and there's an amazing turtle, which I'm probably going to end up using because that looks really good. But I'll flick through and I'll find that again later. So basically you want things like magazines like She's Really Good. I'll probably use her and put her in the landscape. So yeah, so you want to just like have a few things to hand. Magazines, newspapers. So I've got like a couple of old newspapers because I use loads of newspapers when I'm working with the kids especially. So I've got like an old Metro here and an old Evening Standard from like, again from 2018. I don't know why I seem to have collected everything in 2018, but that is obviously what happened. So what have you got? Let me know in the chat what you've got. What kind of things you collected, because that's like really fascinating, right? It's all your artwork is going to be made from the things that you collected. So did you collect sweet wrappers? Did you collect old greetings cards? I don't know what else. Tell me what else. Tell me in the chat what other things you can collect. And also, I've got some old, this was like literally came to me yesterday. I've got some old, an old atlas because you know, like we don't use atlases anymore, do we? We don't use like road maps. Not really an atlas, but it's like a road map. So I was like, oh my God, this could be really cool for like the landscape is actually using kind of like an old road map, because obviously we use Google and everything now, don't we? So we don't need it. So I was just like, oh my God, that's really great. So I pulled out some pages. Funnily enough, I got a bit of Scotland. And considering I found this and saw this artwork in an exhibition in Scotland, I thought, well, that was kind of significant. So obviously you can like use whatever you found. So tell me what you found. Ava, what you found. Oh, here we go. The Daily Telegraph, a Tesco mag, lots of close-ups of food and cool colours. Also lots of floral greetings card. Oh, fantastic. That is perfect. That is the kind of thing you want. That's really, really good. That is all going to come in handy for sure. And obviously, if you've got like some old like papers or anything, like I've got, because I do art all the time, right? And I'm teaching art all the time. I've got like loads of stuff here. Oh, actually, Ava, have you got your little marbling things from last week or the 2 weeks before? So I've got all my little marbled examples that I made on the stream. So I'm going to use those for something. I was thinking maybe I could put this one in the water. So just have a think now, have a little look at all the things you've got and just think, oh, what could I use that for? What in my landscape could I use that for? Just have a little think about it before you get started. I've got some of these like lovely papers that I used for a decoupage workshop with some adults a few weeks ago. Oh my God, it feels like forever ago. These have got like really nice little leaf designs and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, just get everything out in front of you so you're like, I'm prepared, I'm ready to do this. And I also got these as well. This was left over from a decoupage project. I might do a decoupage project next week actually. All these blues I was thinking I could use for the sea or something. And then I've just got all this kind of like holographic stuff. I mean, look at that. That was left over from something. We got a bit of corrugated stuff. It's all happening. It's all happening here. We've got all the bits. So if you're going to follow along with me, then what we're going to do, I've written it down here. So we've got like a little kind of schedule going on, right? So we've got the sky, the sea, the hills, the buildings, the people and the animals, and the nature. So that's the order we're going to do everything in, all right? And all you're going to need is you're going to need something that you're going to make your artwork on. So I've got like a piece of A3 card here. So I'm going to do mine on that. And obviously you're going to need like some other little bits. You're going to definitely need some scissors, like 100% you need some scissors. If you're an adult working on your own and you feel safe to do so, you can obviously use a cutting knife and a cutting mat. But because I'm streaming, I'm not going to use a knife because I'm like, no way, I'm using scissors. And then if pencil, maybe if you want to draw something on a bit of coloured paper or card, if there isn't something you want to cut out and you just want to draw it, then a pencil is really handy. I've got my sharpener, I've got my eraser, just in case. I don't think I'm going to use those, but just in case. And I've got 2 glue sticks because I'm going to be going through this. And these ones are quite low, I think. So I made sure I got a couple of glue sticks handy. So make sure you've got some glue. You can use PVA, but then it kind of weakens your cardboard a bit or whatever you're using to stick things on. And that's it. Oh, and I've got some pens as well. I've got some fine liners just in case. And I've got like a big bag of felt pens just in case I want to add any like felt tip things at the end. All right, I think we can finally get started. Now we sorted all the materials. We're all good. We know what we're doing. I think we're ready to go. So let me have a quick sip of water before we go. All right, so, and if you're not, there are going to be a few people here. I just want to say hello to the people that aren't logged in because I know there are a few people that are going to be watching who haven't got a YouTube account or haven't got a Google account, and I know you're watching, so hello and welcome. It's lovely to see you. All right, so let's begin. So I've got my paper here, and what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to mark off where I'm going to put the sky and the sea, because I think this is a really good place to start so we know how much to fill in. So I am going to put, now this is the edge of my paper here. Let me just double check that you guys can see that all right. Hold on, I'm just going to scroll down. Okay, yeah, so this is the edge of my paper. Maybe shall I put that there? And then you know that that's the edge of my paper. Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off a little line. So I'm going to probably do, say, about that much sky and maybe about this much sea. All right, and then all the rest is going to be hills. I'm going to go for a hilly landscape. Let me know if you're not going to do a hilly landscape and you're going to do something else. If you're going to do a beach or something, I don't mind. Whatever feels good, but obviously you can totally do what I'm doing as well. All right, Zach, thank you. Yay, it looks good. Can you hear me okay? Let me know you can hear me okay. All right, so we're going to do, as it says on my list, we're going to do the sky first. So what we're going to do, oh, Joy, how you doing? Welcome, Joy, how you doing? Da, 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 da. Good evening to you. How is it where you are? I hope you're well and good. Let's start off. So we're doing a collage, Joy. So come and join in. Grab any kind of papers that you've got around and some glue and some scissors and let's go. So we're going to do the sky. Oh, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, welcome. Are you going to do this along with me or are you going to do some knitting again? Let me know, let me know. Oh, it's so good to have you all here. Hooray, hooray. All right. So, hello, hello. Okay, so I'm going to keep on this overhead camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. So what, I'm going to continue to knit. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for coming and joining me. Recap quickly. All right, I will recap quickly. We are doing an artwork. We are doing a collage. This is Julian Trevelyan's New Haven from 1938, which is one of the first ever collages to ever exist. I saw it in real life last year. It's basically made of newspapers. It's a farm scene in a hilly environment in the UK. This is all newspaper. This is all newspaper. And these are all like coloured sort of papers. I mean, and this is paint at the front here with all the nature. So we're going to find stuff around in newspapers and magazines to create this landscape. But you can create any landscape you want, all right? So first of all, we're going to go for the sky. I hope that's clear. Let me know if it's not clear and I'll go for it again. I don't mind. So let's have a look at what we got. Let's have a look. So get your blues. So we're going to be using a lot of blue, right? So get your blues. You can start looking through your magazines and try and find some sky. So we're looking for sky. I'm going to have a look at my papers because obviously these are quite big. So I could like fill up. Now see, that looks a bit kind of sea-like. So I might put that to the side. Oh, and that looks kind of like birds. So that's really pretty. So that could be good for the sky. So you can kind of think like sky and sea at the same time when you're looking for stuff. Yeah, because obviously they're both blue in this case. Or, Ava, maybe you don't want to do a blue sky. Maybe you want to do a sky at sunset. In which case, you can do something beautiful like reds and yellows and oranges. Like the world's your oyster right now. We could even use this as kind of like a vision board to some level and like imagine this beautiful, amazing place that we can't get to right now, but we really want to get to. I don't know. You can think whatever you like. This is your art, right? So I'm going to have a little look here what I've got and I'm going to see what kind of sky stuff. I mean, light blue is really good. So maybe I'll just use some like standard light blue there. I mean, that's like kind of like raindrops, which is nice. And then I've got this like scrap of turquoise. Oh, this is quite nice. I quite like that for the sky. And then I've got these little things. These could be like, this is velour actually. This is like velour paper, which is really lovely. I might use that for the sea. So just have a look at what you've got. You can go through a magazine. You can like try and pull out some sky. So why don't I just see? Oh, see, there you go. It's a bit of sky there. So I'll have that. Thank you very much. I'll take that out. I'll take that out. I'm going to cut this bit of sky happening. Bit of sky from Vietnam. Why not? I'm going to cut the text off because I don't need that, do I? I'm going to trim the sides off. So whatever you've got, just have a good scan through. Oh, there's a nice bit. See there? See, look, that's the great thing about Kasana! Oh my God, Kasana's in the house. Oh my God, Kasana was my assistant all those years ago. Oh my God, hi Kasana. How are you, my love? How are you? How's life? Oh my God, you're gonna come make some art with me and us and everyone in the room. Oh, Jane, I've got women's catalogues, takeaway recipes, Sunday Times wine supplement. Thank you, letters, and that's it, rummaging around the house now. Oh, awesome, because we're just getting started, so there's plenty of time. I'm sure I'm going to be here till 9 o'clock UK time. So there's no pressure and no rush. That's so good. Isn't it fascinating, the things you have lying about? I'm going to cut this sky off. Oh, look, see, this is a really nice sky here. It's a bit pinky. So I'm going to get that. And actually, there's some really nice buildings here. So maybe I'll save them buildings for the later when we get to the buildings. Because as you can see here, we're going sky, sea, hills, buildings, people and animals, and nature. That's the order. And we're only on number 1 right now. So I'm going to keep that over there. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm all the better for doing these live streams. I'll tell you that. It's making me feel so good. Yeah. I'm doing this one, which is for adults one, and then I'm do a kids one on Thursdays. And it's making me feel so good, so yeah. Crazy times, hey. With this video, yes, you can watch it on the replay later if you want to. If you can't watch now, yeah, come back, watch on the replay. You'll see it's artist resource. Oh no, it's not, hold on. It's youtube.com/artist resource /videos, and it'll be there. All right, okay, so we're gonna get this out of the way. A really good tip as well with this is just have a little pile for your rubbish. I think I'm gonna put mine on the floor just so it's out of the way, because the whole of my desk here is like filled up. So yeah, I'm just gonna chuck my rubbish on the floor for now amongst all the lights and everything. All right, so this is going to be for C. So I'm going to get a little pile happening. So I'm going to be like, all right, this is my sky. This is my C. Because we're all in the blue. Well, I'm all in the blues. If you're not in the blue, that's fine. Great. Catch you later. Just came to say hi. Oh, my God. It was so lovely. I'm so glad you did, my love. Okay. Oh, send my love to your little one as well. And your husband as well. All right, so I've got these blues here. I'm really liking that. Oh my God, it fits. Oh, look at that. That's quite nice. So I've just cut that roughly. There's my line. There's my line for the sky. So I'm doing mine A3 size, which is quite big. You might want to do it A4 size if you want to just quickly get something down, or you might want to embark on like a big thing and like finish it later. I don't know. We'll just see how we go, right? We're just seeing how we go. We're just seeing what happens. O2 and Gautier adverts have some great blues. Fantastic. Yes. Fashion coming in handy for something. I wish I was better at fashion. Side note. I'm not too great at fashion. I've always wanted to have a stylist, actually, just to say, because I know what I like, but I would like someone to be like, oh, hey, that, I don't know if that actually looks good on you, or maybe this would look actually good on you. I find that kind of thing a bit weird. I'm definitely going to use a bit of this. I don't want it to be all... Now, this is interesting. Obviously, it depends like what the size of things that you get, right? So I'm kind of getting long kind of strips at the moment of sky. So I might layer some up. I don't want it to be completely straight like that. I think that looks a bit weird. But again, we're just at the beginning. I'm happy to be like for some time because I'm really enjoying this, even though I've already made two collages like this. If you look on my Instagram, actually, I made a collage for my living room, actually portrait, so vertically, and it was like me and my partner like in Iceland. It was like kind of a cross between Iceland and Norway with sort of like a fictional sort of golden city in the background. That was fun. I really enjoyed it because I do a lot of mosaics, you see, and collage is really therapeutic for a mosaic artist because it's just quick. A mosaic, oh my god, it just takes so much time. It's like so much time. All right, so I'm liking that. Maybe I'll do, see now I don't need all that. Maybe I'm just gonna kind of like just sort of curve the card, curve the card a little bit, just so it's just not like straight, you know. And if you've got smaller pieces, that's like gonna be a lot easier because you're just gonna stick down whatever you got basically. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll sort of just cut a bit off. So you just got, this is really instinctive doing collage. You kind of just gotta just go with what you've got and just see what happens, and just, you know, trust yourself and don't worry about it. You know, like you might want to cut some kind of like weird cloud shape out, which is really just like a sort of wavy shape. You could do that if you want, but now I'm doing it. I don't really like it, so I'm going to trim that end off. All right, I'm going to maybe put that, or cut that little bit of palm tree or whatever that is. We'll cut that off. I mean, this is looking a bit nicer now. I'm liking this. Let me have a look that you guys can see it. Okay. Oh yeah, oh, you've got my little thing in there as well. That's my little keys, so I know what camera to go to. Is that distracting? Maybe I'll put that over there. All right. So, how's your sky going, guys? Let me know when you get a minute. I might kind of just cut this off. I'm liking the idea of just cutting it off a bit like this, and this is going to kind of echo the way the heels are going to be, but kind of going in the other direction. So I'm kind of liking this. It's got a nice sort of feel. I did a collage self-portrait in an art class once. It was a colour theory class, so we painted the paper we used, and then you cut up the pieces for your faces. I love that. That's so good. That is so good. And were you pleased with it? Were you pleased with the way it came out? I did self-portraits right back in the day at A-level, and it was really dramatic. I did like pastels, and it was me like in this dark church. Drama. The drama of it all. Have you still got it, Tammy? All right, so I might just put a little bit of this, like, or is that too dark? Because maybe, I'll tell you what, I'm going to cut the dark bit off because I'm going to use a darker blue for the water. I mean, look, it's simple. I don't want to overcomplicate this. I want to just trust my instincts and go with it. So, I mean, I have got this lovely kind of sunset, but I don't know. It was okay. Nothing like fine art or anything, but I did myself justice. I'm sure you did. That's the trouble, hey. I think with self-portraits, it's quite good to do like quite a few of them, because, you know, you're always kind of a bit sort of self-conscious about those things, right? I might still have it, or dig it out. This could work. Now, see how these two are quite similar? So that's sort of working in a weird way. I don't know if I should tuck that under there. No. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this curving down. So now what I'm doing really is, now that I'm happy with what I've chosen, I'm just kind of arranging. So I'm on the arranging stage of the sky. So basically it's like, find what kind of materials you've got, grab everything you can, start placing things, and then arrange them in the way you want to arrange them, and then glue it down, right, when you're happy. So that's kind of like what I'm going for. I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? And then at some point, you've just got to be like, look, this is what I've chosen. This is what I've got. This is what I'm going with. You know what I mean? What more can you do? I'm going to trim this off. And the other thing as well is try and do your cuts quite neatly, because obviously this is your artwork. So try and kind of keep them smooth if you can. Or if you don't want to do that and you're like, oh, I'm in a bit of an aggressive mood right now, you can tear it. And that gives really nice effects. Or you might even not be in an aggressive mood. You might just be like, hey, this is all too neat right now, Leona. I don't want to be this neat. Then grab your paper and tear it. Just be like, all right, this is what is happening. I'm going to do this now. And look, you get that really lovely edge like that, which I think is really beautiful. And that in its own right is beautiful. I like tearing. Yes, actually, now I've done it, I feel really good about it. Yeah, that feels good. So maybe we could do some tearing for the sea. Because that kind of, the edge, right? It looked good. Let's see what happens. All right. I am going to, I think, glue this down. I think I'm just going to put one more bit and then we're going to be done with the sky. So, yeah. How's your sky going? Take some of the decision making away. Exactly. Yeah. Because you could get bogged down. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm liking this. Layering. Yeah, you don't want to get bogged down. Okay, I'm going to glue. So what I'm going to do with that, and the other thing about glue, when you get to the gluing, not that I've said even one thing about the gluing yet, but the other thing about the gluing is, what you want to do is kind of bring everything down and away and try and work backwards. So you want to just move what you've got, but kind of hold it sort of in the same arrangement. And then you can start gluing. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah, so just like step by step. So we're kind of reversing the process. Oh, this is a tune. Can you hear the music? Let me know if you can hear the music. Jean! Hi, Leona, I've made it. Hi, Jeannie. Lovely to see you. How are you? Come and make some collage with us. We got lots of people in the room again, creating away, making collages, knitting, doing all the things. Spending time together, right? Spending time together. I'm going to put this one. So, Jeannie, while I stick this down and while everyone else is, I hope everyone else is kind of nearly in the gluing section. Ice cream birds, hi, sorry I'm late. Don't be sorry, Craig. Thank you so much for joining. It's lovely to have you. How have you been? Let me know how you've been. How is life? So what I'll do, please don't apologise, honestly. I'll just give a quick recap to Jean and Craig while everyone else is kind of gluing or quickly scrambling for things. So I went to a collage exhibition last year in Edinburgh. And this piece of art is by an artist called Julian Trevelyan. He was a British artist. 1938 this was created, and it was made mostly of newspapers. Can you see like the hills here? This is all made of newspaper. Here's some like coloured paper animals. I think this is basically a farm scene. We got some painted sort of greenery elements, and obviously you've got like the dock here, you got a boat, you got the sea, and you got the sky, but it's very kind of like muted colours. So I'm like, let's like jazz this whole thing up. Let's make some colourful artwork. So use this as inspiration to make some colourful artwork. So this is the one that I made, which I did as a project with some people, I think maybe like 6 months ago or something. This is kind of like my version, which is what we're sort of making today. So we've got, I've got magazine text, there's all the hills, we got some people, and we got some animals around the pond, we got some buildings, and we got some nature, sky and all that. Wow, it looks like it was done recently. It does, right, hey? It really does. It's such an amazing artwork. I mean, I saw it in real life. Obviously, things always look better in real life, right? So this is what we're creating. Basically a landscape in collage. So dig out all the magazines, newspapers, sweet wrappers, leaflets, greetings cards, tickets. I don't know, anything you've got lying around, grab it and get some cardboard or some paper to work on, all right? And we're doing the sky at the moment. So we're just working on the very top section. I've got a fly going around. It was so hot today. I think there's like a fly's got in the window. Actually, how was it for you, Jean? And how was it for you, Craig? Was it Was it warm where you were? Oh, actually, Jean, I should say as well, it's in New Haven. This is in your section of the UK. This is called New Haven. How amazing is that? Amazing, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to glue this bit on. So really what we're doing is we're choosing the things that we've liked. We've got our coloured papers, we've got our magazines, and I've just kind of curved mine off a bit. Like, I don't know, maybe to sort of represent clouds. You know, I don't want straight edges, but equally lots of little squares of lots of little tiny bits of sky all kind of mosaicked would look amazing, right? Very near, yeah. How cool is that? I'm so glad you're here. Yes, very hot today, 20 minutes of skating and I'm exhausted. Oh my God. I love the colours you're using. Thank you. Are you going to do it along with us? Or are you just going to chill and chat? Let me know. Gina, are you going to do this along with us? So let me know. Jane, are you still with us? Mira, Ava, are you still with us? Well, I know Ava and Hector, they're definitely still here, right? Let me just check. So every time I look, by the way, guys, I think most of you have been here before, but just in case you're thinking, why am I looking over here? It's because this is where the chat is and this is where all the software is and everything, so I can see what you're seeing, basically. And I've got my disco lights on again. My colour changing lights. Hope you like it. For a bit of background happiness. Okay. Everything looks groovy. I'm watching. Threw away my coloured sweet rats. Gee, you made me laugh so much when you said that on Facebook. You really, really made me laugh. I was like, I'm sure I've had some chocolates as well. Come on, let's be honest. Where's the wrappers? Where's the evidence? Loving the disco lights, groovy. Thank you, Tammy. All right, so how are we doing? Have we glued some stuff down? Are we? So I've kind of layered this up. It looks quite nice when you tuck things behind things because they look like they're sort of disappearing. So that's why I've tucked that bit behind there. And then this. Oh, I've got some hair. Oh, I'm dropping my thing. Don't drop it in the bin pile, Leona. All right. And then I'm going to kind of stick this over the top. Was it that way? I don't know if I like that anymore now. I'll tell you what. So this is where I'm having a go at the landscape. Awesome. Ava has become sidetracked and is finding and cutting out random heads. Yes. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. See, that's what I would have probably done more, you know, for the kids. We would do something a bit more crazy and a bit more immediate. But because this is aimed at adults, we're doing a bit of a landscape. Yeah, I'm liking that. I've just trimmed that bit off. I'm going to cut that and we're going to go on to the C. So if you want to join in, get your C section. That sounds weird. Get your C sections ready. Get your images of C at the ready, please. Get your C sections ready. The things that you come out with when you're waffling away. All right. And I know there's a few people watching who aren't signed in. So hi. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying this. And if you can, try and sign in, get a Google account and sign in, or YouTube, and come say hi, because it is like so much more fun when you have a chat. Anyway, you do you. You do you. You don't need my permission to do you, right? Okay. I'm liking this. Is very soft, very subtle, very not like me. Isn't it funny? I don't know if you guys... the art that you make, is it very much like your character or is it different to your character? Because I find that really interesting. Like often I do quite delicate, I still do bold things, but they can be quite delicate. And I am not a delicate person. Like, let's just be honest. So I'll be interested if you like make art or if you have a go at things, if it's any different to your personality. Because you would think it would be the same, right? Anyway. All right, that's my sky done. So we've done sky. I'm going to tick it off because we're done. And we're going to go on to the sea. All right, so what I've done here is, again, you can see I've drawn that line. So this is the bottom of the artwork here. And we're going to do mostly, I'm going to do mostly hills. All right, so we're going to go for the sea now. So I'm going to look for stuff that's sea. I've got this one already, which I really like. I've got these kind of things. I'm going to cut these little motifs out because these are really nice. Or maybe just that one. No, there's a few on there. I'm going to cut these out. I do love collage. I love that, like, because you're going to never have the same materials twice almost. Like, that every artwork's going to be, like, super different. You know? And it's just, it's just so relaxing. You know? Super, super relaxing. So yeah, it was hot all over the UK today then. I didn't actually know that. I thought it might have just been London, but we've had the check-in. We've had the check-in from the people around. And it's been a warm day all around. I think it's like a couple more days that are going to be really warm and then it's going to go cold again. But I mean, we don't want to shock the plants too much, right? The plants will be like, yeah! And then they'll be like, oh no, it's cold again. Okay. I quite like these little motifs. I'm going to put these over here out of frame so you can't see them, but they're going to come back in a bit. I do love things like this. A lot of my mosaic art had like these kind of like swirly sort of spiral. Actually, time to catch a tan. Exactly. Like, I thought I might be like a little bit red actually now because I was like out in the sun earlier and I go pink like that. What about you? As you know, my skin is like the pale of the pale. Did you catch a tan though? That is the question. All right. Oh, now see, now I feel like I have to use this bit because if I don't use it, then I'm wasting it. All right, so we got our lovely little beautiful little motifs. Okay, I've got a little pile of rubbish here as well as on the floor. We've got a bit of dark here. Don't wave your scissors around. Let's find some more water now. I quite like the straight lines, so I'm going to do some tearing for a different effect to kind of break up the straight lines as well. So if you've got anything stripy and you want to break it up. Oh, it's blue on the other side. Ooh. And to think, they said we were going to go through another ice age before this all oh my God. I mean, I don't know about you, but do you know whether you're coming or going when you're watching the weather or the news or anything? Do you know what I mean? Just put it on, watch it for a bit, and then switch it off. Do you know what I mean? Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink because I'm chatting away. All right, let's get this going with our C. How you doing, Jeannie? Are you going along? Are you doing a little collage? This actually looks quite nice with that bit there, them rocks. Ooh, because this was from this, wasn't it? With these, oh, look, see, look. Looks so nice, but I don't want to do that right now. The aim with this, or should we go and do a little, here we go, should we do a change of camera? So the thing with this is what I wanted to kind of make a point of is that you don't have to do something super realistic. There you go, there I am. You don't have to do anything super realistic. So although we're doing sky, sea, hills, landscape and all that kind of stuff, I don't want you to feel like pressured to make this look really real. Like, don't think this is like we're not painting, we're not trying to do a realistic painting here. We're trying to do an interpretation, an artistic interpretation, and nothing is wrong. That's why I love art so much, because it doesn't matter. This is what you're creating is beautiful and your own, and just don't worry about it. And definitely don't worry about it as you're going, because that takes all the fun out of it. Just trust yourself, keep going, follow along with me, have a chat, let's be social, and just, take it easy, right? Just take it easy. Take it easy. Loving what you're doing. Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to put, because this, when I did that little bit there, I was like, oh, that looks realistic. And I don't want people to feel like, you know, that you've got to be like real. It can be a bit of a hindrance, you know. Oh, see, look how that's torn like that. Yes. I'm kind of layering the whole thing up. Like, maybe I'll put that in the middle, actually, because that's quite deep, isn't it? And maybe we'll have this coming across. I don't know. Let's just see. I might tear. I cut all my nails off. Yeah, just keep on tearing. Keep on tearing. So yeah, so I'm tearing for this layer. That is what's happening. Maybe we'll have, all right, maybe we'll see how that looks. Nope, don't like that. Keep on switching it around. Maybe I'll make that straight. And then, because the contrast, right? So if you've done something straight and then you do something wavy or torn, it looks really nice. So I've put that straight bit there and then it's kind of accentuated the torn bit, right? So I'm really loving that. Now that looks like it makes sense to me, whereas before I was like, you know? Yeah, I'm happy with all these like stripes and stuff. And it's all happening. Should I go the other way or turn papers the other way? If it's not working for you and you're like, what is happening here? Leona, help me. What have you got me into? I don't know what I'm doing. Turn things around. See what can happen. See, I'm quite liking this. I'm just sort of layering up all these bits. And I'm like, ooh, now I might just... See, there's another... There's a darker blue here, which might help. So I'm getting very layery now. This is like layering upon layering. But I'm liking it. I'm quite liking this sort of grey blue. That's sort of giving a different sort of interest level happening. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. How's the knitting going, Tammy? No, I don't like that piece. Gonna get rid of that. Maybe we put that. All right. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy with that. Maybe it's a bit straight in the middle. But again, it's giving the contrast. I might just go for it. Alan, how you doing? Welcome. How's your day been? How are you? Looking good. This artwork is based on a collage from 1938 from an artist called Julian Trevelyan, and it's called New Haven. It's a landscape of New Haven. How amazing is that? I saw this in real life in an exhibition in Edinburgh last year, and it's so beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. It looks very muted. This is why we're using this as inspiration and going to get a load of colour on there. But this is all newspaper from back in the day, from 1938. How amazing is that? And some paint and stuff on it. Little farmhouse, animals, boats. So good. So that's the inspiration for this collage. We are doing a collage, but equally, you can like do a collage of anything. Any kind of landscape you like. I don't mind. It can even be a completely surreal, abstract landscape. Okay, I'm going to kind of like peel all this off and I'm going to glue down the kind of layers I've got on the bottom, and then I'm going to layer it up. And then the sea will be done. So tell me how you're going. Keep me in the loop of how yours is going. And then we'll be getting onto the hills. I'm working on a stay put shawl. Oh my God, what colours is it? Oh no, you were making a scarf before, right? A red scarf, was it? A stay put shawl. Oh my gosh. Working for the cause. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to put this bit in the centre. And like I've done this pencil line, which is what I was supposed to be working up to, but if I go over it, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So now what I might do is I'm going to glue onto the paper instead of onto my little piece, because as you have little pieces, it's sometimes tricky to try and glue this. It's like, oh my god, what am I doing? So if you glue onto the paper, easy, right? Easy, much easier. I want to do everything possible to make life easy, right? Easy and fun. Okay, so I'm gonna get my other. See, now I'm wondering whether I want to put the dark one over there. Ooh, see, look at that. Look at that contrast between that light there and that dark. Ooh, that's really... I'm going to glue that down. That's happening. That's going to... Tell us more about your stay put shawl. Tell us. Colours. Everything. Right, I'm going to put... And this is going to go off the paper, but I don't mind, because I can just do this. Just trim it off the side, she says, and then like trims off the whole page. That's just dramatic. Scarf is complete. Has been worn many times already. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, I'm getting bogged down by that corner. Just ignore the corner, move away from the corner. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue this curve that I've created. I'm going to continue that down there. That's not what I'd originally planned, but I'm going to go for that because I've changed my mind along the way, and that is fine. And I'm going to glue this to here. Newspapers are really good for C because you often get like the travel section near the back. You can get a lot of C. I'm going to, even though I showed you I had newspapers, I'm going to leave them for now because like searching for things, I obviously want to keep this at some relative pace. So, you know what I mean? So we all keep it going. So I had that one there originally, didn't I? Like that. Now I'm kind of mucking up the order I was doing things in, but I don't mind. I'm going to go to that. Yes, I'm going to glue that down. Gonna glue that there. Let's get this one down. Oh, the shawl has rust, grey browns and green. The yarn is made from corn. Tammy, wow. That sounds amazing. You're going to have to share that with me. You're going to have to send me a picture or tell me your Instagram or something. Oh, if anyone does want to show their Instagrams, share their Instagrams in the chat. You can. I'm not against that at all. Yeah, so I'm sort of kind of following those lines going down. I guess I'm keeping everything quite curvy and flowy because it's nature. Nothing's really straight. When we get to the buildings will be really angular, so they'll provide that kind of contrast. And obviously these are kind of stripes, but they're painted stripes, so we're going to count that as sort of curvy, right? We got, oh, fly. Can you not come over here? Thanks. Whoa. Got a fly in the room. All right. I quite like that. I've got to be careful that it doesn't look too much like mountains, and I kind of try and keep it like a sea. But at the same time, I don't really care. At the same time, I'm not really bothered. Maybe I'll keep it a bit like... Yeah, so I'm going to glue those two bits together. Like that. And then... if I trim this off... Yeah, happy with that. Stick that down. So really, if you're not doing the same landscape as mine, what you should really be working on are things that are really in the background, first of all, right? because you're going to work more and more in the foreground as we go along. So you're kind of getting the base layers down. So, you know, by all means, don't do sky and sea if you don't want to. And if you haven't, then great. But yeah, you want to get the background stuff, because obviously we're going to work on the heels, and we're going to put the heels kind of going in front a little bit. I'm going to whack that there. I think I might need something else. Oh, it's just such a relief, like, oh, it's just so immediate, honestly. I do love things that are a bit more immediate. All right, now that's looking nice. I feel like it needs just like something else. Maybe a bit more of this dark one here in the front. Not sure. Bit of this, bit of this, bit of that. Maybe something like that. Maybe just like kind of tear this straight edge off. Yeah, I'm liking that. Again, I'm gonna glue onto here, because this is quite a flimsy little piece. Again, I'm going to glue onto the board, and we nearly finished the C. We're nearly on to the heels. So let me know how you're getting on. Maybe I'll put another bit over here. Does that look... Oh, I'm not keen on that straight line there, but hey ho. Hey ho, hey ho. And then I'm going to tear this bit off. Ooh! I'm going to just need to cover this up, because I'm not happy with this. Oh, I'm going to use a little bit of scrap instead of using that. Just feel like it needs something, a little bit of something. Okay. No, don't like that. Let's tear it in half. Yeah. Nearly. Just want to break that. And actually, that looks quite cool. All right, let's just stick it down. Let's just stick it. Don't worry about it. The thing is, as well, is you can always come back to... I mean, I'm not going to personally here, but you can always come back to stuff, right? You can look at it, you can go away from it for a bit and come back to it. But I'm happy. I'm happy with that. That's kind of fun. Yeah. All right, let's tick off the C. Let's tick it off. So we've done the sky and we've done the sea. We're going to go into the hills. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I've got these little bits of curly bits. And now, oh my God, this is making it look even better. I've got curly bits happening. I've got curly sea things. Yes. Glue on those curly sea things. I'm going to put them into the stripy bit because I want to break up those stripes. I'm going to have that going off the edge. I'm going to cut that bit off there. I'm going to trim this off. I'm going to put this into the dark bit there. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Okay. All right. Gonna put that over there. All right, that's just made it really, really nice. I think I'm feeling that. Feeling it. All right, so sky, sea, done. Now we're on to the heels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pack all my blue things sort of out of the way, because I just don't want to get, like, you know, too much stuff everywhere, right? It's a bit like cooking. You want to put the things that you've used away. You don't want them around the place. getting in your way. We've done all that. I'm going to bring that over there. Excuse my arms. I'm going to bring my things up there because I might use that. I've got my lovely things. I might use some of these. I don't want to use it for water because that's what I'll kind of a bit of a go-to. So I'm going to leave these out like this. So that's going to inspire me to do something super colourful. All right, Ava and Hector, have you got your marbling bits? Your marbling pieces from 2 weeks ago? Okay, so can you see I haven't left a straight edge there because it doesn't matter. That's kind of just what happens, so I'm leaving it, all right? I'm going to go onto the heels. So you remember with the original artwork, the heels were made of newspaper. So you can use newspaper for this. So if you've got a newspaper, what you want to do is you want to get your newspaper and you want to go through it and you want to look for stuff that you can... Oh, there's lots of Solomon Queen images here. You know what newspapers are like. Just so you want to find a big chunk. Like this isn't really enough. You need to find like a massive chunk of text. So you need to keep going. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, I like that. You need to find a big chunk of text, often in the kind of finance bits. I don't know if this has got a finance bit. This is quite good. I would cut that out if I was going to use newspaper. Get like a big kind of chunk. Okay, I posted my scarf from the short on Instagram. Amazing. Will you just send me a DM so I'll make sure I see it? And yeah. So this one I used... As I said before, I used a magazine. It was like a black text on a white background, so I used that. But for this one, because I wanted to do something different and show you guys options, I am going to use some of the atlas. So some of this old road map. Don't know why I couldn't say that then. So I've got this old road map and it's of Scotland, and obviously I saw that collage artwork in an exhibition in Scotland, so I thought, oh, that's quite a nice reference. So I've cut up some road maps and I'm going to use that for my heels. So if you're doing a landscape with me, find what you're going to do for your heels, cut them into kind of manageable sections. As big as you can. Don't be just doing like tiny little pieces of text, right? Because you can see from here there's this whole section here is a piece. This bit here just there is one piece. So you want to try and find some big pieces. Obviously if you can't, you can only do small pieces, do it small pieces, but obviously it takes longer. The smaller pieces you have, the longer the artwork will take, right? And it just depends how much time you got, how long you want to spend, all that kind of stuff. And whatever is fine, there's no right or wrong, okay? So I'm going to use this roadmap stuff and I'm going to cut some heels out. I'm just going to work out, I'm going to find some pieces that I like, first of all. I quite like this colour, this yellow and sort of orangey colour, peachy colour. And it kind of echoes that bit in the sky as well, which I really like. So I'm going to use that. I mean, I actually used to use this. This was in my car for so many years. And it's so nice to like finally use it again, right? So that's the great thing about this project, is that you're reusing things. I think that's really beautiful. I mean, this one's a bit dirty because obviously it was in the car for however many years. Did my different cars over the years. So I quite like this one's very green. Now it's got a lot of road on it, so I don't know if I want to use that. I want to keep it sort of more landscapey. I might tear this bit off. And this bit. Okay, so these are my favourite bits. I'm going to get rid of everything else. So I've chosen the bits that I like. And then I'm going to use these. So basically what we want to do is we want to kind of like fill this whole bottom section, right? So we've got all this section to go, and we want to get kind of like some sort of heel. Now in the artwork, it's a heel going this way, and then there's a heel coming this way, and then there's lots of heels sort of in the background. We're going to kind of follow that along kind of loosely, okay? So first of all, we're going to do the heel in the background, because we need to do everything that's in the background first, and we're working to the foreground. That's how we're going to create a collage. And so we want to think about the background. Now maybe I want to use something that's quite sort of peachy. This has got a little bit of blue, so maybe this will work well for the background. And then in the artwork, it's got like, there's lots of like mounds, right, for the heels. So I'm going to get my pencil and I'm going to draw that out. So I'm going to place my piece over the C, and it's not long enough, but that doesn't matter, that's fine. And I'm going to kind of draw sort of like just a little heel, and I'm not making it too complicated. I might just draw like, this one's like kind of two bumps, like a camel's hump. So I'm going to kind of just loosely follow that. But I tell you what, I'm not really following that completely. I'm going to go over it in pen just so you can see. I think it's actually better if I use pen so you guys can see. So see, I'm just doing like a loose heel just for now, right? And then I'm going to cut that out just so it's basics. Obviously we can change our minds, but I just don't want to do too much with it for now. I'm going to put me rubbish on the floor. Put it on the floor. And yeah, I'm going to lay it over and see if I like it. So that looks okay. I'm going to put another heel going in this direction now. So I'm going to get another piece. I want it to be slightly different from the one below. And I'm going to kind of put it on a little bit of an angle. So I'm going to put it a bit more like this. And again, I'm going to just go straight ahead and use a pen so you guys can see. That is where the edge of my paper is. So I'm going to cut that off. And then I'm going to kind of do a heel going down, pretty much all the way down, like this. So as you can see, I've kind of just tilted it a little bit, just for some added interest, right? Just for something different. And you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Obviously, you're the artist. You do you. I'll do me, you do you. Be really boring if we did the same things exactly, wouldn't it? Rubbish on the floor. Out of the way. And then I'm going to have a look how that looks. I'm not going to glue anything down yet because we're just sort of building it up, seeing how it goes. Maybe I'm going to turn it all the way down like that. Yeah. Okay. And then we've got the chunks. So this is kind of like, even though I haven't done it as hilly as this, which I still might do, I tell you what, actually, I'm going to do it right now. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do a heel going off here to represent this one. Because what I'm doing is really simplifying this, right? Because I don't want us to like feel like it's like too complicated and all that kind of stuff. So I really simplified it. I might end up covering this and that's fine. That doesn't matter. I'm going to put this like here and I'm going to go across this way. Oh, my laptop's in the way. I'm going to go down this way and I'm going to go all the way down. So I'm using the whole kind of length of the piece that I've got because it's a long piece of road map and I want to use the whole thing. I want to see how it goes and I can always edit it later. So I'm going to cut this. Oh, just love this project. I hope you're loving it. Let me know if you're loving it. Let me know if you're enjoying yourself or you're freaking out. If you're freaking out, I can help you. So if you're like, oh my God, I've got too much paper everywhere, let me know. All right, so this bit might cover that and I'm cool with that. I might pull this down a little bit. I might go around here a little bit. I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm not loving it yet. I'm not loving it. I'm still kind of playing with it. Now, if you do notice, there is on the original artwork, there's like a little pull here. So what you can do is create some water here. So what I might do, or actually that might be good for the marbled bit, right? That bit of blue marbling. I might put that in, or you can use some of the bits like left over from this here. So let me know in the chat, how's it going? Let me know how it's all grooving for you. Yeah, and also I haven't had a comment for a little while, so if someone could just like drop a smiley face or something, that would be really helpful for me. I know you guys are like busy and you're kind of getting creative, but do let me know, because I've got to know that everything's running. So if anybody can like just drop me a little smile or something, that'd be amazing. Right, so what I've got to do is I've got to create this big hill in the middle. So I want that to be quite visible. So what I'm going to do is try and find something that's a little bit different. And I had this one's a bit darker, which could be, which is this? Cairngorms National Park, Aberdeenshire. We got all the way up to Aberdeenshire. That is what, the Tay Forest Park. Wait a minute, did we go there? Tay Forest Park. I think I might have been there. Oh, isn't that funny? Oh, yay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Loving it. I'm so glad you are, Jane. I'm so glad you are. Yes, thank you, Craig. Mira, yes, thank you. We'll send you a pic of mine in a minute. Oh, my God. Are you, like, nearly complete already? How amazing. Zach, I think the chat works. Thank you, Zach. All right. Okay, so I'm going to get this piece. It's got a 65 in the corner, but who cares? I'm going to line it up with the bottom of my artwork. I'm going to have a little peek in here and have a look. I'm going to come up to, probably up to the top. And I'm just going to do one big swoop of a hill. Ooh, yeah. And I'm going to cut that out. Oh, no, not complete. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, you can text me if you like. I can get Zach to like pass my phone over. If you want to text me. I won't be able to look at my emails or anything like that right now because my whole computer is in. It's actually quite amazing that how much is going on right now. I've got 2 lights here. I've got 2 lights here. I've got 2 lights here. I've got a camera there. I've got a camera there. I've got a mic here, and it's all wired up to the computer there. So it's quite like full on. Ava's made something quite incredible and funny. Can't wait to show you. I can't wait to see it. I'm still going. Awesome, awesome. Well, we're nearly done with the background, which means then we've got all the fun kind of details to find and stuff, which is really great. So I've done this kind of big hill. I know that I want the water to be there. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this in because this is, where's my scissors gone? Because this was the lovely thing that we made on the first live stream, which you can go ahead and watch. youtube.com/artistresource/videos if you want to watch the replay, and you can see the marbled one that we did. I'm going to put that in there. Ooh, yeah. And then because I want to create that little pond, because like the original artwork, they got the farm animals around the pond. And then like with my one, I basically done people and animals all around the pond. So basically whatever you can find in the magazines, right? So I need to have my little pond as like a kind of a feature. And that's almost like the central part of this artwork, isn't it? Is that pond. It's not completely in the centre. It's like off a little bit. But I can't wait to see yours, Ava. I can't wait to see it. And Hector, what's Hector been doing? Is he still awake and creating? Oh, I see. I like that. That is, now maybe I just need to curve this off. So maybe I'm going to do like a little bit like that with my pencil. Losing my scissors again. I mean, I actually did really want to do a like really crazy sort of psychedelic landscape. Maybe that is what I'm doing. I just haven't realised it yet. But I sort of feel it's all a bit normal right now still. Okay. So that's going there. That's going there. I'm happy with that. It looks a bit weird, but we're cool. I need to put a heel here. So I'm going to get another piece. Can I use that? Not sure. What's on the back here? I mean, I could do a crazy bit of road, but I don't know if that's going to look a bit mental. Oh no, let's put the Tay Forest Park, because I feel like I've been there and I feel like I want to include that. So let's get rid of that. All right. And if you're watching this on the replay, how you doing? How's it going? Keep going. I'm sure you're doing really, really well. You can always send me what you've created at Artist Resource on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, whatever your preferred social media is of those three. Send me your art. I'd love to see it, and I'd love to share it. If you give me permission to share it, that would be amazing. But also equally, if you don't want anyone to see it, just say, no, Leona, this is for you, and I'll be really happy with that. Disclaimer. Okay, I need to do the other heel, don't I? Where's the artwork gone? I need to look at it. Yes, there was a heel over here. So I'm going to do sort of that. And then I'm going to stick it down because I'm kind of happy. I'm going to just make sure I've got that bit chopped off and that bit chopped off. So yeah, any edges. Obviously, if you go over the edges, I mean, it adds to the whole thing. So, you know, I'm still going. Hector has abandoned us. Bedtime soon. Yes, I thought so. Oh, well, Hector, I'm sure he's like getting up to mischief. I don't know what he's getting up to, hey. All right, let's put that over there. Let's cut that off. I think I'm happy. I mean, like I said, I don't want to dwell on things too long because I'm trying to teach you not to dwell on things too long. So that would be a bit silly, wouldn't it, of me? So I'm just going to jig that into... Yes. Okay, let's glue everything down. Let's get these heels done. Let's get them ticked off. And then we're just into the details, which is almost like the most fun bit, even though I'm having loads of fun. I hope you're having loads of fun. All right. So now we need to peel it off. Now this is, you've got to be careful because obviously, you know, you haven't got any space below. So you've got to kind of make yourself some space around yourself and put things like away, right? And put things, so I'm going to peel these two off for kind of like the foreground. So I'm going to put those over there. Then I've got almost these two bits. I'm going to put one over there and one over there. And then I've got my pond, which I'm going to put over here. All right, so I'm going to stick this down first. I'm going to, yeah, just flip it over. Give it a load of glue. Let's go. Let's do this. Alright, get it into position. Nice. Okay, then I'm going to bring my two pieces back. So you're being very mindful. You're trying to remember sort of visually in your mind how it all looked. So we've got these two were kind of going down, weren't they? Like the heels. Oh, this one was up here, wasn't it? That was it. That's up there. I've got some bits that I can cut off at the end there. And that was coming down there. Groovy. I like this. I like the way this is kind of all coming over. But if you didn't, you could like chop a bit off. It's really just whatever you feel. All good. All right. Gone over my little motif. It doesn't matter. I've actually got another one here which I could kind of glue on in here. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. There we go. So the motif's not lost. Now I'm going to do this side. So gluing down all your heels now, if you're doing the same as me. We're in gluing mode. The hills have been glued. Is it like that? Oh, it is now. I'm sure you're going through the same thing. Was that where I put it? Well, it is now. It is now. That's what it's going to be. And then I'm going to bring these in. Yeah, there you go. It all fits together. And then I've got my little thing. So I'm going to see with my pond, it's going to sort of be tucked under there. So I'm going to just peel that off and make sure I've got a little bit of space. And I'm not going to put any glue here so that I can tuck my pond behind. Or it's a lake. Maybe it's more of a lake than a pond. All right. Keep that bit up. And then finally, my final hill. Oh, that's a nice side. Oh, do I like that better? I think I like that side better. All right, I'm going to do that side instead. Change my mind. Looks amazing. Love the maps, colours and textures. Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. It's pretty cool. Hey, I literally just remembered that I had it. And I was like, oh, I want to do something a little bit different to show you another option. Because obviously we got the text, we got the newspaper in the other example as well. Just wanted to do something different because there's so many options, right? And then I'm going to get my little marbled pond or lake, pond/lake. I'm going to glue that in. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, it's really interesting how there's so many different colours on the maps. Like, because I think usually I would use it for like the city and stuff and around London. So I'd kind of forgot there was all these like nice peachy colours. All right. Now I need to join that up a bit. Now there's a cheeky little bit there. Can you see that cheeky little bit? Now I'm going to leave that for now because there's possibly something that I might add to like cover it, and if there isn't, I can just go ahead and like get a little bit of the map and I can just go over that little bit that I don't like. All right, so I'm going to leave that for now. How is yours looking? How is yours looking? Let me know. I'm going to tick off the hills. So we're over halfway, even though we've got 6 things here. We're definitely well over halfway because the background is the thing that takes the most time. So we ticked off our hills and it's on to the buildings. All right, so what we're going to do for the buildings is we're going to look in some magazines and we're going to see what we can find. All right, I've already got this, but I don't know if I like it. Actually, I think I had a couple of bits already cut out. Oh, hold on. I had a couple of bits already cut out. So I'm not going to search. I think I had some buildings ready. Oh, there you go. See, I had some newspaper. This is kind of big chunk what you want if you're using text for your hills. Oh, and there's some sea. Look, I'd cut some out ready. Oh, I even got, look, a little waterfall that I was going to use. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. We've got a building there. We've got another building. I really love this building. It's so cute. I'll show you in a sec. What else have we got? What else did we find? We've got more sea that I didn't use. We've got this really cute toucan, which he looks too big, but we might use him. Some more buildings. This really cool vehicle. I really like that. Oh, some sunset. Some water, which is so nice. Anyway, what can you do? You got to be selective, right? You got to be selective. Let's have a quick look. So, the buildings, the people, the animals, and the nature is pretty much something you can look for all together because your brain can hold that much information. So you can be like, okay, I'm looking around for people and animals. And also you want to think like kind of about the scale. So you don't want huge, ginormous people and animals in a tiny landscape unless you really do. Like he would be too big, right? He's much too big for my landscape unless I was doing something crazy and surrealistic, which I'm not. That building is quite good, but I don't like it that much. So I'm just going to have a quick flick through now. So buildings, people, animals. She's fabulous. Yes. I like her. She's colourful. I witnessed this colourful religious festival in Plaza de Amas, Cusco, Peru. I like her. She's pretty fab. So I'm going to cut her out. Put her over there for now. Oh, these guys look kind of cool. Skating on the ice there. I like those. Might use that for a person. That's a kind of a cool animal. I know it's a sculpture, but I mean it's a kind of a cool build car, right? But I'm not going to use that. I've got to go over my microphone. Ugh. That's really cool. Look at that sculpture. I'm loving that. That's really fab. All right, let's put out things now. Just really roughly, just getting a handful of stuff. Quickly going through a magazine, seeing these animals are too big. I mean, look at this beautiful imagery. I mean, this is why I love travel magazines. I'm going to treat, when we can do proper things again, I'm going to treat myself to another travel magazine. Oh, you're very fabulous, Gazelle. Yes. Thank you. Please and thank you very much. Oh, she's quite fabulous as well. Let's have her. Don't knock your microphone over, Leona. So, yeah. Buildings, people, animals, nature. She's a bit too big. He looks fun. Oh, that's quite a nice bit of nature, but I don't know. Searching. That building could be really good because it's quite small and I need something sort of for buildings in the background. And you don't, when you're kind of finding things in magazines, you're kind of just tear them out roughly because you might not use them all. And you only need to cut out the ones that you really love. Someone snowboarding is quite fun. That is a really fun. Where's that? Zagreb. I feel like I should know where that is. Croatia, is it? Kind of like that building. I do like my Eastern European buildings. Alright, we'll have that. Thank you very much. We need... What do we need? Oh my god, a wrestling guy. That would actually look really good, but I'm not going to use that. No. Oh, that's kind of fun. Huskies. Okay. Alright, I'm going to cut a few more things out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to look... I think I'm going to look in really quickly in one more magazine. I think this is pretty much... Oh, wow. That beautiful cheetah. It's got text over it. Can't use that one. Okay. No. Get rid of that. I've got this one. Oh, yeah, and then I've got my garden one for some plants. Doing this makes you see printed material in a very new way. Isn't that the truth? Like, I think we went through like a whole period of doing everything on Pinterest, like for a while, and we kind of stopped using this kind of stuff because obviously like years ago, this is what we had before the internet, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, another Vietnam beautiful building. Yeah, this is all we had. So it's like I grew up in the time where I would cut things out of magazines and stick them in a scrapbook, especially art that I really liked or places I wanted to go. You know, I would stick them. Oh, she looks fab. She could be like in the sea. She's a bit big though, must see, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating that, right? Oh, look at you guys. It's a tiny little toucan. Look at the tiny little toucan. And also, we're kind of using everything in quite a literal way, but when I do projects with the kids, we do things in kind of like really sort of outrageous ways. Like, we do lots of surreal things. We use things in the magazines for different purposes. So, like, I've got loads of home and garden magazines, so we change like chairs into buildings and all that kind of stuff, which is super fun and is a whole nother way of using magazines. There's quite a few different ways to use magazines. And yeah, so much fun to be had. It's a bit like having to listen to the radio to hear your favourite songs and recording it on a tape. Yeah, it kind of is, right? It kind of is. But oh, look at you, you're too big. The thing is that art is so tactile, isn't it? It's all about touching and feeling and using your hands. And that all goes out the window if you use Pinterest. No, like, I like Pinterest, but do you know what I mean? It's like giraffe. Stork. Right, giraffe's too big. I need to get some final things. Whiz through this. Balloons. Oh, she's fabulous. She's really great. I'm going to put her in. I think it's all women I've got. I've got all women. Oh no, I've got a man over there. Okay. Cityscape. Alright. I need to get on, don't I? I need to get this going on. So many lovely things to choose from. Any more. Do I need any more? That's quite fab. Alright. Oh, the sea turtle, but he's too big for me. Alright, that's that done. Let's cut out some of these nature-y things. Or should we stick the animals and people? Let's do the animals and people and buildings. And we'll do the nature right at the end. And we'll just kind of... I'm going to use those ones that are on the front cover. And I might just use those, actually. So, yeah. All right. We're doing really, really, really well. I mean, technically, we still got half an hour because this is kind of like I'm sort of saying this is around an hour and a half to 2 hours. So... yeah, we're doing great. We're doing really great for time. I'm going to get my building in. So you remember with the original artwork, on the left-hand side was the collection of buildings. Now, obviously, you don't have to, like, do that exactly. You don't have to put them on the left side. It's completely up to you. But I've got a few that I really like, actually. I think I might kind of use all of these. Little temple... these are all looking good, so I'm going to cut round. Now, if I was on my own and I had a lot more time, what I would do is probably use a scalpel and kind of go around this, but I don't really want to do something that's like too perfect. Do you know what I mean? I want to just like kind of go round as best I can. And this is a really good exercise for just using scissors, you know. So I'm kind of like, oh, shall I go a bit central there? So I'm kind of gripping onto the thing, to the paper, and I'm like moving it around as I go. Do you reckon I could put a bit of music on? Just for the last little bit. Is that all right? Amazing. Got my own personal DJ, guys. So I'm loving that. It's quite nice to have like a central building. Thank you. It's quite nice to have it's not in the centre, but like a central one of the group type thing. So yeah, and that's the largest one. And can you see that it's not hugely big? It's probably a third of this paper in height. So you just want to be mindful of that when you're choosing things, and you just don't want to go too kind of crazy with scale. But obviously if you're doing something that's a bit crazy with scale, then do that. But in this case, you want to choose like more smaller pictures, and that's easier to find, to be honest. It's much easier to find smaller pictures rather than larger pictures generally anyway. Okay, how are you all getting on? How are we doing? I'm gonna get this one cut out. So I'm kind of leaving like a little bit of a space around this one. I'm not going right up to the building. This is such a fab temple. Right, let's trim that off. And then obviously, like, the way you arrange things is kind of dictated by the image that you choose. So if you've got something like this, which is going off in perspective, you want to choose to put it in a part of the landscape which is kind of going off in the distance. Just to, if you're trying to get any kind of realism at all, then do that. But if you're not, then don't worry. I might end up trimming that off actually. I've got my little pile of stuff's getting bigger there, my little pile of rubbish. Okay, so I've got my buildings. I quite like these turrets. That might just chop off, I might chop that off there, because I think I'm going to put that there. Chop. That's going to go there. I'm going to put that temple in the foreground. Should we have that go? Shouldn't kind of be too close. Maybe we'll put... You can have buildings in the background. I mean, I might have, can have a building over there. Maybe. What else have I got? Yeah, I mean, I quite like that. I'm gonna stick those three down. I'm happy with those three. Or I could use a part of that over there. You're sort of like grouping things together, right? Just grouping it and seeing what they look like. I'm going to stick this down because this one I was 100% certain about right from the start. And isn't that interesting that, like, often the things that you want to go with right from the beginning are the things you kind of end up doing because it's so instinctive. All right. Oh, got a bit of glue on there. I really love them turret bits. And then we'll put our temple there. The blue tarn sets it all off. The blue... What do you mean? The blue what sets it all off, Jeannie? What do you mean, my love? All right, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. Well, there actually is a little boat there. But I'm going to trim that bit of sea off. I'm going to stick this down. So I'm going against, like, there isn't buildings on the original artwork. There isn't any buildings on the right-hand side. But I'm not bothered. I want to put them in. Yeah, I'm going to put that in front. I mean, somehow, I know these buildings are not, like, English at all, but somehow it's making me feel like Scotland. Maybe it's because of the Scottish hills, and then this looks very Scottish. This doesn't, and this doesn't, but I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm kind of channeling right now. Who knows? Who knows? All right, buildings are done. Tick. Tick. All right, so now we're on people and animals. People and animals, guys. People and animals. So I want to kind of have them sort of surrounding the pond. Maybe sort of around the place as well. Now this gazelle is gorgeous. So I'm going to definitely put this in the corner probably. Even though I just said I was going to put them around the pond. I'm going to put some in other places as well because it's so nice. So nice. Oh. All my people have been decapitated. Vera. No, don't decapitate the people. That's too funny. Oh, look at you looking all beautiful there. I mean, I don't know if I want to do that now. I had a vehicle as well, but I don't think I'm going to put a vehicle in it either. Scrap that idea. She's just fabulous. She's going in. Ava has basically turned into Henry VIII. Now this I have to see, Ava. I have to see this. Sounds amazing. Love it. Why not, hey? Isn't art just the best? Beautiful lady, you're going in there. Just, hey, I'm just hanging out. Just hanging out with my fabulous red hat on. Oh, I had that building that I really... Oh, never mind. Goodbye. Let's have a look at these guys here. So if you've got something really huge, just cut around all the hugeness. You know, first of all, make it small, make it easy to work with. Save all that, because that's got loads of lovely blues on it. So we're going to save that. And I'm going to cut this little guy out, because he looks cool. Fashion mags are quite good for people. Like someone donated a few fashion magazines to me and for a project that I did a while ago, and you get some really good people in there because you get all different sizes as well, which is really good. Like, because you kind of need tiny people for this particular project. Well, he's on a mission. Yes. I kind of like this, even though this isn't supposed to be in the snow. I really like this couple here with their huskies. They look like they're having the time of their life. So I want to put them in my artwork with their beautiful husky dogs. Or would you say husky wolves? Is it husky dogs or husky wolves? Husky dogs, I think. And they can be in Scotland. They don't have to be on the tundra. I'm doing so well on such limited resources. Love it, Jane. I love that you've stayed so long. This is so great. Honestly, this is so great. I can't wait to see. Can you describe what you've done? Let me know what you've done. Okay, so we've got, yeah, see, kind of, I've got so much stuff, right? I'm always teaching, so I've got stacks of things. So, you know, but it's like, I appreciate that you guys are like, right, I need to find this, I need to find that. Gina, Tarn is a small lake you will find hidden often amongst mountains and in Scotland. Really? Oh my God, I've learnt something. Thank you, Jean. I love that. Oh my God. Been doing it with you all night, babe. It doesn't look as good as yours. Now, please, come on. Come on now. Let's not be critical of the self. Okay, I'm going to cut out this fabulous bird because, oh my god, like, is it a peacock? What is this? What is this amazing sculpture? I don't know, and I'm not bothered. It's just amazing. I mean, I just feel almost like that should be just the centre because it's so fabulous. But I'm going to put it a bit off centre because nothing is quite super central. And I'm just going to jig things around as I go because this is the last, what we on, the last 15 minutes. Just jigging things like, oh, do I want to put that? Do I want an elephant in? I mean, maybe I do. Maybe I do want an elephant. When I was a kid, I used to love elephants. They used to be my favourite animal. Probably because of Dumbo, but who knows. I had a bit of an obsession with him for a while. Okay. Little elephant behind the temple. I mean, they are quite spiritual, aren't they, in some cultures? They're seen. Now that monkey looks like he is up to some trouble. So maybe we should put him in there just for some balance, so everything seems a bit calm. You can be like, oi, where are you guys? See, now we're telling a story. We are telling a story. This is what I love about kids' artwork, is they always like to have beautiful stories behind everything they do. And they love telling you all about it. And I love listening and hearing what they have to say. I mean, and he looks so chilled. The chilled cheetah. I feel like it just needs something else. We're not quite done. Maybe we need another. See, what I would really like is like that flipped. Another thing you can do, this is maybe like an extra tip, but if you've got a printer and a scanner, you want to do something like that, you want to say make that the mirror image, you can scan, put it in, print it out, flip it in Photoshop, print it out, stick it on. You know what I mean? You can do that, but we're not going to do that because that's just too much. I mean, she was quite cool, but she's also a bit blurry. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Quick. Just cut her out. See what happens. I mean, there's another person behind her, but I'm going to cut her off. Sorry, love. Is that her arm there? Yep. So yeah, just cut out everything you've got and then just like arrange it. Just spend some time being like, does that look good there? Does that look good there? Does that kind of balance? Because I've got a group of things there. Do I need something there? Like she might look good there. And then we got to get to the flowers, right? So I'm going to immediately cut this front cover of this April 2018 Garden magazine, and I'm going to cut these beautiful, what are they? Japanese quince flowers. Oh, quinces. Oh, so they're fruit tree blossoms. Right, I'm going to cut this off, make it easy for myself. And I'm going to get a lot of these on. So I'm going to cut around there. So just keep playing, because the final now, because we've got all the background on, the final bit that we're going to stick down is really, it's all complete. So you just want to like spend these last few moments just really getting to the point where you're really happy with what you've done, right? So I want like flower sprigs, things sprigging. Flowers and stuff. Nature, because you remember the original artwork, it had painted elements actually. And do you remember right at the start I said I've got my felt tips, but I don't think I'm going to use them actually. But you can add, and I've got my fine liners, but I'm not going to add anything drawn onto it because I just don't want to. I just would like all this speaking for itself. So, but if you want to, obviously, go for it. So So we've got a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. And a giraffe, please. Alan, you're still here. I thought you'd gone. And a giraffe. I'm not going to look for that giraffe again. He's gone. He's gone off into the desert somewhere. He would look quite good though, right? An elephant in Scotland. I mean, a temple in Scotland. This is, you know, this is what it's turned out to be. And a hippo. I mean, that would be fun, right? I didn't see a hippo. I did see a... I think I need something, like, bigger as well. Like, I need something bigger. I might have one final look in the magazine and see if I can... How are we doing for time? Oh, it's 10 to 9. Let's have a look. So, obviously, you can be, like, as neat and precise as you want to be. I mean, he just looks so happy and chilled. I feel like this cheetah. I mean, whenever do you see a picture of a cheetah, like, relaxed? Usually they're just, like, running about, aren't they? Being the fastest animal. Usually running about. Maybe I could put him... I feel like I need something here because I've kind of started to sort of bring everything down this way. Can you see that? For a bit of interest, because we've got things happening here, we've got things happening here, and now I'm sort of making something happen here. So now I feel like I need one kind of final collection of plant life here, and then I'm complete. That is going to make me feel really good. So without trying to move all the things I've done, I'm going to try and find something in here without messing it all up. Don't mess it up. Anything? I need like a something bushy. I mean, that's quite nice, but no. Leaves, no thank you. None of that looks good. So you see, I've got in my mind what I'm looking for. It's a bit like going shopping. These could work. But no. It's a bit like going shopping, isn't it? So you've got, oh look, there's more of those. See, if I was going to spend longer, which I'm not, I would probably cut more of those out. But oh, there you go. But I don't like that. I'm shopping for something. Oh, look at that wisteria. Ooh, that's tempting. Big chunk of purple? Maybe. Not sure. Might not look right. Let's just leave it over there. Oh, I like that. Ooh, pots? No. Onions? No. I've got one more. I've got one more gardening magazine. And that's it. The choice is gonna have to be made. No. No, don't like those. All right, gonna have the final. This is the final. Oh, what's that? Oh, they're nice. All right, quite like them geraniums. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we go. I'm gonna loosely cut around this. And see what happens. Now I could do a pen mark where I'm going to cut if I wasn't sure. But because I'm going to freestyle it, I'm just going to go for it. But if you see something like this, which has got kind of lots of stuff going on, like in the background, I would definitely like make a pen mark to make it easier for yourself, so you know where you're going to cut. Get rid of all of that. All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh yeah. So can you see this is a bit bigger? So this is really in the foreground. So here you can put anything that's just a little bit bigger. So that's working. That's looking good. I mean, he's kind of, maybe I'm going to put him up there a bit. That in the corner. Maybe I'll overlap some. I mean, I'm happy. I think I'm finished. I think I'm ready to kind of glue it all down. I mean, it kind of could do with maybe one more person up there, but... And what about the cheetah? Is he going to chill in the... Shall I cut this bit off? Should we have him chilling in the flowers? I really like the fact that this cheetah is chilling. I mean, what's going on in the middle there? It's just like a log, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe I'll just trim a little bit more of that log off. The chilling cheetah. Maybe this is like a bit of a symbol of like us right now, you know? We were running around, being crazy. Well, not being crazy, but like, you know, living our daily lives, rushing about. And now we just got to chill because we ain't up. I'm just going to make sure everything's running okay for the last few minutes. Can someone drop me a smiley face and let me know that you can see everything, please? Anybody just say hi or drop me something. Let me know you can still see me. It looks all fine. Looks like we're in the green. So let's glue. How are we all doing? Has everyone finished? Am I the only one still going? I'm going to put that there. Yes! Amazing. Yours is gorgeous. Thank you. Yay, Isaac. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. This is, like I said, I've already done this project before and I just like, this is so fun. Yeah, so it must have been, if I went in August last year, I went to the Edinburgh Festival basically. And then we went up to the Highlands. So yeah, so I must have done this project within the year. Stick all my little people down. They're all round the pond, having a nice time. I mean, they do look a bit like they're social distancing, right? There is definitely some distance between them all. But they're all happy. They're all getting on with their life. Their lives. They're all doing it. The animals are alive and happy and well. I'm creating a whole story now. So I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. I hope you had a lovely time. I've had a lovely time with you. It's been really good. Check out my other lives if you want to do some more art before next Wednesday, because obviously I'm coming back next week. Next Wednesday, same time, different project. Something super easy for beginners, no pressure projects. I've been gluing as I go, nearly finished. Such fun. Thank you, Leona. It's my pleasure, Jane. Thank you for coming. So yeah, check out my other videos if you want to. youtube.com/artistresource/videos and you'll see the other stuff. I've also got some online courses. So if you want to actually kind of learn how to draw and learn how to paint in a lot more detail than these lives, then you can go to my website, which is artistresource.co.uk/online courses. And there's some how to draw projects, there's some how to paint projects, There's also a mosaic art project for beginners, which I can't do on the live stream. So if you want to go and check those out, you can. I will send you a pic. Please do. Let me know if you're cool with me sharing it or not. I'd love to see. First and foremost, I'd love to see. Not concerned about sharing at this point. I just want to see. There's my little cheetah in the flowers, chilling out, taking life as it comes, not worrying, just relaxing. My little elephant by the temple. For cherry blossoms. If yours tells a story, let me know the story. And also, you know, if you're kind of looking at it, put it somewhere that you can see it when you wake up tomorrow morning, and see if you want to like add anything to it, because like fresh eyes the next day like really helps. You might just be like, oh, that thing that I remember seeing in the magazine that I quite liked, or that bit of paper that I had and I forgot about it. You know, you might think, oh, it can go there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've definitely got some space here that I could definitely put a couple of things in. And I mean, I had my lovely marble papers and I didn't use those, but that's fine because there's always another day, another time, something else to happen. I'm going to tick off my people. I'm going to tick off my nature. It's all done. It's all done. Yay. Thank you, Jeannie. Just tried taking a pic of mine. Suddenly brings this collage together. Oh my God. Let me do, yeah, is that going to change? Is that going to change? Maybe do, let's see if that works. Da, 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 da. Let me see if I got my, oh yeah, oh, doesn't it look nice? Oh, look at that. I'm just having a look myself now in the frame. Oh, that looks really cool. I'm so pleased. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was so lovely to see you. I hope you had loads of fun. I'm trying to get it so my camera's going over there. Yeah, I had loads of fun. I hope you did too. I hope it took your mind off things. I hope you went into this other world of creativity. And remember, you can do that anytime. Just get some magazines, get whatever you've got, newspapers, save things if things come through like junk mail and stuff you don't want. Just have a look at it in a different way. Save old greetings card. Just have like a little pile. Like I've got like a little box that I put my personal kind of art in, and then obviously I've got crates and stuff of other things for all my workshops that I do. But yeah, have a little kind of like a little box, a little container to put things in and save things, right? Social distance 5-year rules, yeah. Thank you. Oh, that was my pleasure. I had loads of fun. Hope you did too. Please check out the other videos. There's a marbling live stream from 2 weeks ago. There's the painting live stream from last week. Completely new, different project next week. If you want to be told in advance, like quite a few days in advance of the project, subscribe to my newsletter, which is artistresource.co.uk/newsletter. Thank you for doing that, Mira. I know you've already done that. And check out my online courses if you want to know how to draw and paint, like specifically from the beginning, because I'm not going to do that kind of project on the live stream. This is going to be all kind of like fun, easy, beginners, whereas the online courses, they are fun and easy and for beginners, but they're very specific, how to draw, how to paint, and that kind of thing. So yeah, and that's artistresource.co.uk/online courses. So thank you so much. Thank you. Ava says night. Bye, Ava. Lovely to see you. We seriously love knitting, watching you be so creative. I love you being here, Tammy. Thank you so much. Thank you, lovely lady. Thank you, Jean. Oh, Craig, you're still here. I thought you'd gone. Did you make anything or did you just hang out? Let me know. Stay in touch at Artist Resource. I'm always on Instagram. I'm always on Facebook. I'm not really on Twitter, but if you tweet me there, I'll come over and say hi. And I'll see you guys next week. Next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Let's do some beautiful things together. So much fun. So I'll see you later, guys. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you for tuning in. It was so lovely. I had so much fun. I hope you like the lights and everything as well. I was drawing a cartoon hot dog. Of course you were. Of course you were. I can't wait to see it. I'm obviously going to put it on Instagram, so I'll see it there. Take care, everybody. So lovely to see you. Night, night. See you next week. Bye.